Another sip of water, if it please. Sweet. Oh, I forgot to hide it. Sorry. I will try and remember doing that on the future videos. But for now, as you can see, the Tyrant God is dealing damage to the Space Marines, and those Terminal units will be able to deal with the Space Marine army, I think, at the moment. Akithecarion is being attacked, and yes, he has to retreat. Now, Assault Marines doing surprising amount of damage. I think they have been buffed. I played a game recently and I used them a lot in it. I usually play Imperial Guard, but I switched to Space Marines. I used to play them before Imperial Guard came out. I had just a little bit of a nostalgic moment, so I played Space Marines, and they used to do absurd amounts of damage to my elder enemy. So yeah, important to remember, use Assault Marines because they are good. Of course, the paper, rock, scissors rule always applies. So of course use them when you need them, but they are generally a good unit to have. Well, Tyrant God is dealing damage unstopped. He doesn't actually deal that much damage, but he really is tough, so he can be a real pain in the ass for the enemy to kill. And Ravener now retreating, and he is taking damage, and he will run away. Tyrant God just wandering around. An interesting choice of units. Get the Librarian. He might be able to help. He does have a power weapon. A really nice power weapon. But I really don't know if that will be enough to deal with that. Still no damage on that Tyrant God. This doesn't look too good to Akithecarion. On the other hand, he holds a real big chunk of the map, so perhaps it isn't so bad for him. If only Acra was able to use his units more efficiently, then perhaps he would be able to shift the balance of the battle towards his advantage. Now Raveners are going to capture this victory point, and this requisition point. Still a giant advantage on Acra's side is that Tyrant God, and he really shouldn't let him go, and he shouldn't split his army, because those Space Marines can destroy these units so easily. These are two squads of Homogons, and they will die real fast if attacked. Well, you can see that right now they need to retreat. They have no chance whatsoever in dealing with a Space Marine attack. Raveners are retreating. They don't have too much health, so I suppose they should be coming back to the base. Homogon squad not really doing anything. Remember, always have your units do something, because when a unit doesn't do anything, it doesn't pay for itself. So always be capturing points, always move those units around. Even if you're holding a strong position, you need to remember to have mobile units that will move around the map and capture enemy points if necessary, or counter the units. Now a last cannon on the field, and that Tyrant God will have loads of problems dealing with that. The Devastator squad is under Librarian's spell that makes them much faster. I have no idea what is up with those units. They are supposed to be dead, I think, or I don't really know. Where are they? Oh, they are here. They were just invisible in some strange, unusual way. I have no idea what just happened. So those Space Marines are going to force melee combat, and Raveners wisely pulling back. Since they were upgraded to fighting range, they aren't as good in melee combat as they used to be. So they can't really engage Space Marines. Now a good chance for the Space Marine player to destroy those generators, which will not be used properly. He will try and capture as much as he can and destroy these tunnels. Acra now moving behind enemy lines. I thought he might try to damage his supply, but no, he'll just go to his victory point and try to take it. More Devastators are going to be on the field, and a Swarm Lord for Acra. I might have not noticed his tech upgrade, and a mighty Tyranid Beast is on the field. Swarm Lord is new Tyranid super unit. I don't believe they needed one since they do have Carnifex, but I suppose it's like a tank for other races, so I actually haven't seen him in action yet, so this will be my first time, so yeah, let's see. It looks vicious indeed. Right, those Space Marines are cornered and will be engaged in melee combat. Those squads would have died if Akithecarion wouldn't use his Angel of Death special ability that grants his units immunity to damage. Now he will be able to retreat those units and lose absolutely nothing. Very wise of him to get two Devastator squads with last cannon, because these armored units now will be possible to be countered. Well, now Acra holds most of the map and he is in a very good position. Oh, back! No, the Space Marines are actually attacking and they will be getting some ground real soon. Still, no upgrades on the Ravener, even no level. No upgrades on the Apothecary as well. I'm always quite sad when Heroes is not really used to his best abilities, because I really love... Oh, Devastator Squad just died there. I always really focus on my heroes, so yeah, it's a pretty bad thing if there is news. Now something of Space Marine coming on the field, and will this be a Dreadnought? Or just... no, it was just a resupply. And the Swarm Lord has to retreat. Sorry. I suppose now the Apothecary is really... it really messes his power axe that he could use. But Assault Squad just advanced a level and they will be much more powerful. Tyrant Guard is going to get attacked and those last cannons will make a difference. Tyranid player has to retreat. And will he be able to go out from this fight with his Tyrant Guard still alive? He might still... no, there's no chance. One last attack from those Assault Marines and he is dead. Those weren't actually the Assault Marines, it was the last cannon. Now the Space Marine player is looking pretty strong here. Oh, I'm still a bit surprised. Oh, I'm not actually. Never mind. I thought it might have been a good idea to get some Devastators with heavy bolters on the field, but those Raveners would really mess them up, so not such a good idea. And the Carnifex is going to be on the field. Akithecarion needs much more anti-tank. Much more than only one last cannon and only one assault squad. Well, I'm really surprised that he doesn't upgrade his tactical marines, since this squad is going to advance to the 3rd level real soon, and with a sergeant and perhaps a rocket launcher or even a flamethrower against all those homogons, they would be pretty deadly.
Understood.
So I'm not really sure what's up with that. And a Swarm Lord now moving to fight the Space Marine forces. Another level up for the Apothecary. I really think he should get some piece of equipment, because he is going to need it. Now the Swarm Lord dealing an absurd amount of damage to those Space Marines, and Luke. Now a Sergeant is in the squad. But with this Carnifex, those Space Marines have no chance of holding this attack off. Now, Akithecarion might fall. He will not. It's surprising that he didn't die, actually. Now a Melter Bomb is going to hit the Swarm Lord, but it didn't deal enough damage. Librarian will go down. Unless the Angels of Death ability is used, which just happened right now, and those Space Marines are invulnerable for attacks. 2 attacks. No units coming now for any of those players, but we have Tome of Time for Librarian, which actually I should have noticed long ago, since all those units were moving with haste. And the Swarm Lord might actually die if Space Marine plays his cards right. One more Melter Bomb will bring him down, I think. And he went down. Librarian advanced a level. And these Assault Squad will advance a level soon enough. And the Ravener Squad is down. The Tyranid looks really weak right now, losing 2 very valuable units. Carnifex is still on the field. Good idea to upgrade him with Bulb Strangle and Spore Cysts. He will be much more effective on long range than fighting with those scary units in hand-to-hand combat, and not being able to deal with those devastating Marines. Well, now he might have some chance, but still, I'm voting for Acra. Sorry again, Akithecarion to win. See, all these damage and suppression. Really good idea for this conference and his upgrades. Now, Space Marines are capturing the northernmost victory point, and those Homagons won't be able to stop those scouts if they have the explosive shot ability, which they do, and they suppress their enemies. And now there will be nothing to stop those Space Marines from destroying the Homagons, I think. Another explosive shot. Carnifex is taking damage, but he is also dealing so much. He almost decimated this devastating Marine squad. He is really strong with the upgrade, but he needs to retreat, at least for a minute. And Acra GG's. Well, there was no chance for him to recover at this point. The Marine player was so far ahead that actually it was a wise choice for Acra to pull back. So we end this game at a level 4 of Apothecary Weaver, no upgrades, and a level 2 Reaver, which is dead. Very good play by both players, and of course Akithecarion was better. I'm really surprised how inefficiently, in my opinion, Acra used his units. He might have done it much better. Thanks for watching this video, and I hope that you really liked it and that you will subscribe to my channel after watching it, because it really helps me a lot and it really keeps me going. So like, subscribe, and this is me, Still Blue, saying goodbye and good night.